I think we are ready. Hello. Hello, everybody. There we go. Clarissa. There we go. Clarissa, I have been trying to start this live 4 times this afternoon. And yes, it is just crazy. So I've restarted my machine. I've restarted everything. And so you guys can see us now.
Finally.
Okay, that is very good. So, hello, Antoinette. And how are you, first of all? Let me look here. I must know where to look.
I'm fine. Thanks for inviting me.
Otherwise, I'm looking at the wrong camera.
Yes. Thanks for having me on your chat. It's nice to be here.
Yes. Oh, yes. Let me just say hello to everybody coming in. Hi, Marie. Marie Chavez, and I see Donine from Saskatchewan. Hello. And yes, I'll just say hello. All you need to know is that I've tried 4 times to start this live, and I eventually just didn't schedule it. I just pressed live. Lorna Patterson, hello. So glad to see you. Antoinette, she's a South African in Klerksdorp. So, and she is also going to start her own channel very soon. So we are looking forward to that very much.
Yes.
So, and let's just wait a moment. I don't know if you have a drink.
No, I don't, but I'm fine.
I wanted you to, I don't know if we should wait just 5 minutes so that,
yeah,
I don't know, there are more people in the house. So, Lorna, today was your last day at work, which is great, hey? She said she stopped work today and she's on holiday now and can't wait. Hi, Granny D. And Granny D is saying, hi, Antoinette. Antoinette and I, actually, Granny D, went to school together. You know, she was a year my senior, and we were very close friends in school. And yes, so they're all saying, Tanya Logan is saying hello. And oh, Tanya, Lorna Patterson is saying she's from Johannesburg. Okay. So, sorry, Antoinette, you still can't see any comments?
No, I can't.
You still can't see any comments?
No. I don't know if I'm supposed to post anything, but yeah.
It's fine. Okay. No. And I'm going to put them on the screen like this. Then we both can see them. Can you see it like this?
I can see it, yes.
Yes, actually, Granny, she saw to it that we hooked up again now with my best friend. My best friend and Antoinette were in the same standard or grade in school. And Antoinette actually was instrumental that we met up again after 30 years. So that was fantastic. So Lorna Patterson is saying it should be Lorna Patterson, but I think Gremlins are at work today. Gremlins.
Yes.
It's why this so why it's taking so much time. Hello there as well. Let this thing just, it's very, very and
it seems to be because
yes,
you're
so the reason why I asked Antoinette to come, just repeat that, Antoinette, just repeat.
I said, you know, like you're like breaking up, then I can hear you, and then there's no sound, and the picture, you know, is like stuck. and then you come back on again. So I don't know if from my side, if I'm the similar like that. So
it's buffering. That is when I become a pixelated blob on your side, it's buffering. So
yeah,
yes.
the
The
already.
gremlins, I'm telling you. So yes, but you seem to be so clear, and you seem to be no buffering on your side. I don't pick up that you're buffering at all. So
Yeah, okay.
what I wanted to Lorna is saying, yes, it was my last day today, and I'm so pleased. So no coffee this evening. I'm having a refreshing and celebratory gin and tonic with mint, a lady's drink. We believe you. And yes, Marie is saying there, YouTube gremlins are horrible. I'm telling you, I had to restart StreamYard a few times, then restart the machine, I restarted everything, and I tried a few times, at least 4 times. So, and Barbara is saying hello. Hi, that is from Froggy. Froggy went a knitting. Their live probably ended now because I know that Katrina is starting at about 7 p.m. usually on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. And Susan Burke, hello. Hello, everybody that's coming in from the Froggy Raid. I wanted Antoinette to come and show us. She belongs to a crochet group, is it right, Antoinette? And you do something special, and that's what I wanted her to come and show us and tell us about. So what is it that you crochet, your ladies group? How did you get to join that ladies group? Hi, James. Just saying hi to James. Sorry.
That's fine. Yes, I'm part of a group of ladies. We're currently about 16 ladies who crochets blankets for people who lost someone, someone that passed away. So we crochet blocks, granny squares, any type of pattern. So you can actually just make what you want or the pattern that you want. And the blocks must be 20 by 20 centimeters each. We mostly use the charity 100 grams double knit wool. And then the goal group will crochet how many blocks they want. We add that together, add a name to the blanket, and it's usually 42 blocks per blanket. And then someone crochets that together, and it is gifted to a person who lost, somebody who passed away. But yeah, it's a very fulfilling thing to do, to actually mean something to a person that you might not even know at all. So yeah, to start with, that's the basics. You're frozen again, Ursula.
Okay, so how do you get to know about these people that have lost someone?
Yeah, well, it's usually one of the ladies in our group that requests a blanket. They would.
Okay, there is a bit of a lag. Did you hear the question?
Yes, I did. Okay, so one of the ladies in our group would tell us about it. There is a form that they can complete, and then we will get the colors that they want the blanket in. Sometimes people would be very specific. Other people would just say, I want something in pink or whatever. Usually the favorite color of the person, or a color that would remind them of the person that passed away. And then we make the blankets. I love to crochet them together because it's just so satisfying to see a blanket, form a whole. And so it's just from our group members that we actually get the request from at the moment.
I'm saying hi to Valady. She says, I have 2 hug blankets when my husband died. They are very precious to me. So maybe that is what it's called in Valerie. Where are you from? The USA or where? Antoinette is from South Africa. Where in South Africa? Just tell us again. I forgot to actually ask you.
Yeah, I'm from, we're in the Pretoria East area. So mostly the group members come from the east of Pretoria.
Okay, so that is quite north in South Africa. And Marie, a Froggy Raid is when people that have been attending Froggy Went a Knitting's live come directly from that live over to this live. Call then a Froggy Raid. So that is how it was explained to me by Ladybird. So explanation courtesy of Ladybird. And for those of you coming in now, I might be blurring, I might be buffering because I've tried to start this thing at least 4 times. So everything has been restarted and done, and eventually I just didn't schedule it. I just, Wendy says here, let's just wait for this. Everything's moving in slow motion. She says she's from the USA. Yes, made a 12-inch square. Now, I'm not sure. Let me just grab, let me see. You, Antoinette, you say 20 centimeters per block.
Yeah, 20 by 20 per block.
Per square, 20 centimeters. 20 centimeters is 8. Yes, 20 centimeters is 8 inches. It's 8 inches.
Yeah.
And she's saying, where did that comment just went flying? Okay, she says 12 inches. Oh, okay, so your squares are 12 inches, which is 31. So it's about 10 centimeters bigger, or 1, 2, 3, 4 inches bigger each square of her blanket.
Yeah, I think we call it like a comfort blanket. We call it a comfort blanket. I know she said it's hug blanket or something, but yeah, a comfort blanket definitely does the same thing. It is just to comfort the person, you know, when they really miss their loved one, then they can hug their blanket.
It sounds quite the same, hey?
Yeah, it does. It's quite difficult with your buffering. You don't know if you're there or not when that buffering happens.
Some attach cards and blocks. Crochet Haven and hi Haven, and I have said hi Ladybird. So glad to see you. I haven't seen you guys in a few days because I've spent some time with family. And it's been one of those weeks as well. So I needed to just do something else besides YouTube. And yes, but there's something that I've seen of your blankets that I like particularly, and that is that you actually put the name of the person that passed on the blanket.
Yes, one of our ladies, one of our members used to stay here in Pretoria, and then she moved down to the Cape, and she was the one who always made this, I think we call it in Afrikaans, we call it bobbles. I don't know what you call those little bubbles on the the crochet bubble.
It's like a popcorn stitch.
Yeah, so something like that. And then she makes it, that's just a speciality. And so she continues to do it for us. So basically our blocks, the name blocks, comes from, she sends it with Postnet or whatever to us when she's done with the names. And so she remains a member, although she's not residing here anymore. Yeah, so basically each blanket must have a name to be special for the purposes that we do it. So it can either be the person's name or something like dad or mommy or whatever the person choose. And then we have our signature block, which is usually a cross that we put in there. Chantal also does that. And then our little logo, that's standard in any blanket. But the person who requests it can be, they choose any color they want. And it looks very nice.
And I think some of those that you've sent to me were so beautiful because not all of them, some of them were for children that has passed. Am I right?
Yeah. No, all ages, there's, when it comes to sadness and stuff, it doesn't matter who passes away. I actually just recently did one for a friend of mine. A 25-year-old son passed away quite suddenly. And it was such a privilege to organize a blanket for her and hand it over. Of course, when we do the handover, we often cry along with the people. But it's just so rewarding. It's just so rewarding to give something to someone, and it comforts them. And then when they really miss the person, they can hug that. And it's just very special to us.
It's a memory. It's like a memory. Like a memento, like you said, like a memento. Absolutely. Okay, no, but that is fantastic. You don't have a picture there with you that you can hold up to the camera to show us.
Yeah, I just printed some, so I hope you can actually see it on the camera that it looks all right when I show it to you.
We'll try.
So there's
everything
like
is what is left is right and what is right is left. Okay, yes, come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer.
No. Can you see it?
I love that. That is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it says dad. Does it say dad?
Yeah.
It looks like it says dad. And it's beautiful. And the blues. I love the blues. And Ladybird will also love the blues. So and good morning to everybody that's coming in. And Antoinette is sharing with us their blankets that they're making for people that has passed away as memory blankets or comfort blankets. Show us another one. There you go.
Can you see that? Yeah, the color is a bit blurry, but it's orange, natural colors.
Oh, yes. Okay, so that one says
Obut.
Earthy tones. Obut, which means like older brother. Obut means older brother in Afrikaans.
Yeah,
and it's for an older brother that passed away.
It's actually one that we made for a friend of mine. We lost a 25-year-old son, and he was her eldest son. So it was just earlier this year. So it's quite, but she loved a blanket.
Okay,
there's another one.
Recent. Very recent.
Yeah, can you see this one?
Okay, just hold it a little bit higher. I'm trying to get the name. D-O-R-R-I or D-O-R-I, Doris. Beautiful. Yeah. I love that. Also the beautiful blues. I love that. And the different patterns. It's so beautiful.
Each blanket is just...
And of course I see a few granny squares there, which just melts my heart.
Yeah. You see that one? Pink. I don't know which side to turn it to.
And that one says Mama. Does it say Mama?
Mama. Yeah, it's actually Mama because it is for it's for a black lady.
Pink. I know there's a lot of people. A lot of people do not like pink, but I love pink.
Yeah, and she pronounces it like Mama, so that's why it's just not with the two M's. This is for where both mom and dad passed away.
Wow.
So usually
both at the same time?
I can't remember, But usually when it's for two people, it's either when they pass away together or shortly after the other. Then we would make the blanket just a little bit bigger than the others, you know, when it's just for one person. Okay, I've still got 2 left.
Oh yes, no, that is beautiful. I love that. Okay.
Yeah, this one actually says Oma's Engel. So you'll see there's a little angel just next to the S. So it's a granny who lost a grandchild. And yeah, she usually called her angel, so that's why that forms part of the name.
Oh, okay. Oma's Engel is Oma's angel. It's grandmother's angel.
Yeah. Okay, I've still got 2 now.
The translation is just grandmother's angel, grandmama's angel, or something like that. Yes.
This is actually for a mom who lost her son.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then the last one is
okay.
The red one.
It's beautiful. I love seeing it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's,
just wait a moment because it's just for, it's beautiful. Okay, no, that was beautiful. Ingrid says it's a labor of love. So precious.
It is. Yeah, so, it really is.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. All of us who actually crochets the squares, it's voluntarily. So lots of the women still work full time. So we do it in our spare times, and we give the some of us work, some don't. But we do it, whenever we have the chance. It comes from our own money. The wool, we purchase it ourselves, and we don't charge anything for the blankets either. So it's just a labor of love just to do it for somebody else. I just want to show you.
Yes.
I just want to show you that's our signature block. So each blanket will have a cross like that.
The bauble. Yes.
Yeah. Each one will have a cross, and then our little label there at the bottom of the blanket. So if it doesn't have that in it, then it's not one of our blankets.
Not from you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that. And if I remember, and Jessica says, wow, Antoinette, the blankets look so beautiful. I especially love those 2 blue blankets and the pink one as well. And then I remember you telling me that, hi, Maribel, I have Antoinette with me, and she went to school with me. And I'm just saying, we were just showing pictures of the blankets that Antoinette make, and it is like a comfort blanket because you make it to comfort someone who has lost someone because they have died.
And remember, it's not just
it is Friday. For me, it's Friday evening, 6:30. So enough English for 1 week.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not the 13th because the way things has gone wrong just to get to here. Yeah, it's just good. It's not the 13th. It would have been worse if it was the 13th.
YouTube is. Yes, absolutely. So, and you told me that often you get the blocks and you are the one that actually stitch them together.
Yeah, we're about 3 or 4 ladies, from the group that actually we crochet together. And lately I've just been doing a lot more than the others, but it's, depends. Sometimes one of the ladies who requested would ask for a specific person to crochet together. But yeah, it's just, I love doing it because then you can actually see the full picture. If you just crochet a block, then, you know, you don't see the whole picture. It's just a single block at a time. But when you put them together and you make the layout and you crochet them together, then you can actually see what the group has done, you know, the final product. And yeah, I just love to do that.
Yes.
That's really satisfying to me. I must say, because we only use the charity wool, it's quite it's quite warm for specifically in the summer. So it is a bit of a smaller of a struggle. You know, I know you usually, when it's summertime, then you would crochet with cotton or something. So for us, it's quite warm to have a warm blanket on you, especially when it's so warm. But yeah, you just get means to, you know, something to make a little bit of wind or cool you down or something. You just do that and you just continue crocheting them together.
I find sometimes I just have to go wash my hands and come back and try again, because it's now summer in South Africa, and we also have, I'm busy with an acrylic blanket, also using charity, and I find that it just becomes too sweaty. So after, well, my hands sweat or it feels clammy, and I just actually go and wash my hands. Now, between my daughter and I, we say, what works better? To just go and wash your hands or use a bit of powder? What is now the thing? I wanted to ask you, you say you sew them together, not sew them together, you put them together, you crochet them together. Yeah. Are you told in which order it should go, or are you just given a name, a sort of what they like, and it's up to you, or are you given a specific layout?
No, it's some people prefer that the name, for example, reads horizontally. Some people don't have specific requirements. So basically our rule, shall I say, is that the person who crochet the blankets together decides how they want to lay out the blanket. And yeah, so it's mostly my, you know, I can do what I want to do. So, and it's actually quite nice. Sometimes it's a bit difficult, you know, because you get blocks from different people and their tension differs, and or you don't know what you're going to get. So it's not like a blanket that you actually decide on, you know, you want to make it this way. You get blocks or squares that you haven't seen together, and you've got like 42 squares to do something with. So from time to time, some of the blankets, you'll struggle a little bit more to lay them out, and others just go so quickly, you know, so yeah. But it's mostly up to the person who crochet them to get them together to decide how she wants to do the layout. And what I like to do is I like to send it to Benita. She's we call her our leader. So I like to send photos to Benita once I've done the layout, just to check, you know, if I missed something or two blocks that they look too similar. Then she would tell me, okay, just move one or two, and then I'll do that, and then I just crochet them together.
Okay, so sometimes if it's uneven, do you need to block a square? You know what I mean? Sometimes,
yeah, well,
I know there's a lag, so I don't want to talk over you. But sometimes, if a square is a bit, you block it.
I still block it. I've got had some made for me, those blocks. So it's standard that I block the whole. When I crochet the blocks, then I would put them in that block, and then when I get the whole bundle, then I also put them in my blocks, and then I will only start to crochet them together. So if there's a person who crochets a little bit more loosen or whatever, it will still be the same 20 by 20, you know, it will still look the same as the others. And actually just, you know, it doesn't matter what type of pattern they use or what tension they use, it just comes together. So it's just, you know, it's a project that we're very proud of. You know, it doesn't matter if you just do a plain old granny square, or whether you do something very beautiful, extravagant, or whatever. When you put them all together, they just each little square, gets their place in a blanket to make it special. And we all of us believe that, everything it's done so that it can provide what the purpose of our project is to somebody who needs it, so yeah.
Yes. Oh no, that is definitely a comfort. So it must be, I think, very satisfactory when you, as you say, you hand over a blanket, and obviously a few tears will flow, and to see that someone really appreciates this hug, this comfort blanket, as if I'm now translating direct out of Afrikaans, this troos kombersie, as we call it in Afrikaans, this comfort blanket, and that this is why you've done it, so. Yes, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Rita Crenshaw, hello, Rita. Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, around about 2016. I think our group has been there for like 3 years now, that we are actually the Equal Ladies. So I actually wanted to do something purposeful and, to do something to give meaning to I just wanted to do something good. And so I actually said it, but I had to stay at home. I didn't want it to take me away from home. And I didn't want it to be too expensive. And so I actually started to look for something. And then I heard about a group that does something similar. Started there, and then basically a year later, we decided to form our own group to do things the way we wanted it. And as I say, I think it's just a little bit over 3 years that we've been doing this in our group. And it's a lovely bunch of ladies. We usually say that it's therapeutic to crochet. When you're sad, then you crochet, that into the blanket. And when you're blessed with something, then you crochet that with every little stitch. Yeah, so it's really, really very rewarding. And I've made friends, like you've said from your other lives. When you get to know other crochet, other people who crochet, we've got something that links us together and we form friendships. So yeah, it's really just something very rewarding and great to do.
No, I think that is fantastic. And I love the fact, how often do you meet the ladies as a group? How often do you meet?
We try to do it once a month. It's usually once a month. And then we mostly meet at Vanita's house just because she's the leader and has been a hostess, for this. But we would meet there on a Saturday morning for everybody just comes, for like from 11 o'clock in the morning. And then some would stay an hour, some would stay the whole afternoon. And we just visit with each other, crochet a bit. If you don't want to crochet, then we don't do that. And we just care a little bit. And then, but lately with the COVID stories, there was a little while that we couldn't get together. We weren't allowed to visit each other. And so then we stopped it for a little while and just communicated via WhatsApp with each other. And then for the last, I think it's 3 months or so, we were able to actually meet up again. And then we just went to some place to eat together. And that's basically what we did, or what we do.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just want to say to everybody coming in, thank you so much for bearing with us, because you can see that the connection was so poor. And for those of you that are new now I've had to start over 4 times. I've had to restart the PC. I've had to restart everything. And then eventually I just went live, because there was I battled for more than 35 minutes to actually get it. You know how you put out a notice to say that you're going live? Nothing worked. Nobody wanted to be notified. Ingrid is saying, I agree that charity is a very uncomfortable yarn to crochet with in summer, but found pull skein and lullaby to be lightweight DK and not too bad on the hotness level on the hands. Oh, Ingrid knows about that. And Ingrid is saying hi to Kim, and I'm also saying hi to Kim and to Chris and to all those new ladies that came in. And thank you for bearing with us, because the buffering has been unbearable. So, and yes, we are just bearing with it. So I'm so happy for everyone that came in. And Antoinette, for those of you, some maybe want to watch, those of you who are late can maybe watch the how do you say? My English has now absolutely deserted me on this Friday. Ingrid, what is the word if you watch it again? Because Antoinette has been sharing, I've invited her to come and talk about, she belongs to a group and how they make what we call in Afrikaans troos kombersies, which is a comfort blanket for those who have lost someone has passed away, and you give them a blanket that is like a comfort, and so on. So it has been hi, Ingrid. Good job sticking with it, Ursula, says Kim. Thank you, Kim. This has been a very trying Friday. And as you know, Monday, my life just froze up. And actually, let me just explain this. What happened in my life, I don't know if Antoinette even knows, but what happened was, after I don't know how long, it said on my part, 50 minutes. It said on lives on StreamYard. It stopped. It says it stopped. And I thought it stopped. So I restarted everything. It didn't want to go in again. I was just so disappointed. I decided, well, I think the writing is on the wall. I must take my child to the shop anyway. There's things that she wants to go buy. I don't like shopping, but let me do my motherly duty and take her. We came back. And she told me, Mommy, this thing is still running. There are still people talking on it. And this is like 3 hours later. I was incredible. I just didn't know what to say. Hi, Veronica. I'm so glad you made it. I'm glad I made it here. And Rita Crenshaw is also South African. Love your artwork in the background. It looks like one you collage. What's wrong with my English? Antoinette, I love your artwork in the background. It looks like one you collage project I'm working on. Okay, it looks like a collage project that she's working on behind you, Antoinette, on your wall. And yes. So,
thank you.
She loves the art behind you. Great. And yes, anyway.
My sister actually made those for me.
Elisma.
Yeah.
Elisma made that. Wow. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Antoinette and I went to school together. She was 1 year my senior. And she and my best friend was in the same class, grade, actually. Actually, I must tell you, Antoinette, what happened was, because my best friend is a year above me, always, throughout my high school, throughout school. What happened was she went to high school. Now, high school in South Africa is different to your up to what was in those days standard 5, grade 7. Up to grade 7, you might spend in one school, but then from grade 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is in another school. So obviously now I was alone, because now my best friend is now in high school. So she says to me, I've met someone and she's a lot like you. And I thought, I don't care what she's like. She's not me. And I want to be with you, not Antoinette. And it so happened that I was having music lessons in my grade 7. And I was looking out the window. And on time, that is Antoinette, the friend that my best friend said is the girl that she likes, a new friend that she's made, and that is a lot like me. And I saw you coming home, going into the little gate, and only found out the next year that's you, and that's where you live. So that was quite funny afterwards, after the fact, but not, you know, at the time. So, yes.
Yeah, we actually lived right opposite.
Okay, I think
There was just a street in between, and then we would walk. So we would walk from our little gate over into the gate of the school, and then that was still when it was the laerskool, in English now, laerskool,
the primary school.
primary school, yeah.
Primary school.
But then what happened is that because Teresa was actually became my best friend in high school, and then when you joined the next year, the three of us used to, you know, every time there was a break or whatever, we spent the time together, and when we were just this group of three girls that remained friends throughout our high school, period or whatever. And then I remember that we actually,
Yes.
we communicated like a year or two afterwards still, and since after we left school, or after I actually got married, we remained friends for a little while, and then we lost track of each other.
Yes.
All three of us lost track until I actually got hold of you via the social media or whatever. I got hold of you, and we picked up where we left.
It was like a whole 30 years later, and we reunited, and it was absolutely fantastic. So, no, I must tell you, I'm very grateful. Now, Teresa, my best friend, she lives close by to me, but not close to. Obviously, Antoinette lives. How far can we now say? How far do you live from us? 1,500 kilometers, something like that, in another province. So it's quite. It's 2 hours flying, at least.
Yes.
Yeah, but I know if I have to fly to see you, I have to fly to Johannesburg to see you, and that's a 2 hour flight from Cape Town to Johannesburg. So
yeah, and then you have to drive a little bit to get to Pretoria.
Another hour or something like that. Yes, but so it's not so easy for me to see you as only like this. But I can go and visit Teresa anytime that I'd like, you know. So that is great. Anyway, so yes, and I wanted just to say hello to everybody in the chat, and those that bear with us and through all the buffering and all the whatever. I think next week I'm just going to go live impromptu, because I think if I give notice, the gremlins come out. It's terrible. So anyway, and I'm not sure who is having a live after me. Those of you who know, is it Lisa from Ladybird? Are you having a live? I know Katrina from Katrina Crochet Creations is having a live at 7, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 7 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. my time, and it's now in 10 to 7 my time. So it is probably in another 10 minutes from my time. So just one moment. Okay. Beth. There we go. Beth and Bits. Can't stop long, but want to wish you a happy Christmas and hopefully a fantastic New Year. Lots of love. Send a kiss, Beth, Bits and Pieces. Thank you so much. And everybody is saying hello to Pat and Tris. Comfy Cozy Crochet with Tris. Good morning. You barely made it, but now to be quite honest, Tris, I barely made it. So, and we've been buffering like you can't believe. And Tris has a little 14-month-old baby. And yes, so I've seen some of her videos as well. And some of them are a challenge with the little baby in the background. But yes, so I'm just so glad for everyone that could make it and that has been with us. So yes, Are you guys going away for the holidays, Antoinette, and anybody of you, Ingrid and Pat and Veronica? Nobody's going away. Everybody's staying at home doing the proper COVID thing and staying home, or
yeah, we'll be going away just for like the Christmas period. We've got a house somewhere else near to Tabazimbi. And then, so we'll be going for over the Christmas weekend, we'll be spending there, but not booked anywhere. Yeah, we'd rather stay at home the other days. It's just, I think at this stage, it's just better to be safe than sorry.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to be crocheting your husband a blankie or a blankie for you. So definitely not. Yes. So okay. Some of you.
Sorry, Ursula, I'm on holiday now already. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing most of my time.
That is, I couldn't wait to just take some time off work and just to be crocheting, because it was just so much fun. And yes, I've got a lot of catch up to do. So, and some tutorials that I'm working on. So, and next week, the 23rd, I'm drawing two winners for the two prizes that are still left. And for those of you that haven't taken part, on my rainbow baby blanket, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and be a subscriber, obviously, and just go and leave a comment with the word rainbow in it. But I mean, I think most of you know, or all of you know already. So, and I've also put it on the Facebook group, and Antoinette is also part of our Facebook group. For those of you who know her from Facebook, now you know what she looks like as well. So, okay, so I need a quick crochet ornament pattern. Please help. Rita, you've come to the right place. You know, I've just put out a very long tutorial. So go get your supplies at P&A. And P&A is our local Christmas store. I nearly said local Christmas store. Our local stationer. So you just go get your supplies there. It's definitely going to take you more than 2.5 hours to make it. So you can just come home then, press play, and make it with me. Let me keep you company while you make it. So, and what is Ingrid is saying? Christmas staying at home, but Old Year's Eve and New Year's Day going to visit a friend on a farm in the beautiful Franschhoek, Paul Valley called Wilde Paardenjacht. Very nice. Sorry, Antoinette, you wanted to say?
That's a nice name. Wilde Paardenjacht is quite a nice name.
It is. And now just for those of us who don't know, where is Tabazimbi?
It's far from you. It's about 2 hours drive, more or less 2 hours drive from here. And I think it falls under the Limpopo province. So it's it's a little bit of drive from here, and it's in the bushveld. So yeah, it's not nowhere near the sea, so we can actually go to the bushveld. That's what we'll be doing.
That is what I wanted to say. For those for those outside South Africa watching, where in South Africa is that? You're in Pretoria, which is quite north. I'm in Cape Town, which is by the sea in the tip of Africa. Then she is still in this country, but in another province quite north. And then where you're going on holiday for a few days is in Tabazimbi, which is even 2 hours more north of that, of where you stay now, by car.
By car, yeah.
Okay, so let's just do that. Tris, I used to film while they're in the kindergarten, but now with full lockdown, it's nights only. Yes, Reggie also has small kiddies like Tris. Tris has a 14-month-old baby. And we know that Kim from Affordable Crafty and Reggie from Jade Hook Crochet, their kids are the same. struggle and the buffering. And I don't know if you wanted to say something, Antoinette, and anybody else who wanted to say goodbye to each other. And I will see you definitely next week. And I'm going to go. I want to go live on Monday like usual, but you might not get a notification. You might just see me because these notifications, I don't know. The Christmas gremlins are loose in YouTube.
Better luck next time, next Monday, because last Monday was just useless. But hopefully the coming Monday, everything will be fixed. No gremlins. I wish you no gremlins.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Yes, now I must say thank you so much that you joined me. Thank you so much that you told us all about these comfort blankets. And I love, I mean, I can understand why you're making it. And it definitely is a labor of love. Yeah, and I hope to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And
so I will say goodbye, Antoinette.
Yeah. Goodbye, and everybody, have a nice Christmas and a lovely holiday period. And see you sometimes over the net.
Everybody is saying goodbye, and Chris is saying, and Brenda, the thing is, it has been such a struggle for me to come on. I'm saying next week I'm going to go impromptu because it has been really terrible buffering. And yes, so it's just been, what a struggle. Why? We're ending the week. I think YouTube is also tired, but maybe not. It's tired of me, not of the other YouTubers, because hopefully we're going to join Katrina. I'm hope to be joining Katrina's live and well, take part in it, not be in it. So yes. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And I'm saying goodbye to you. And thank you for sticking it out with me and bearing with us and all the buffering and the freezing and the whatever. And I hope to see you guys next time. Yes, Tris, YouTube is also tired. And I think so many people are going live. I don't know. But their IT boffins should be able to handle it, hey? So, okay, everyone, thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you next week for sure. So